Hello, this is Kevin Scanlon with All City Real Estate. I had an interesting situation occur just yesterday with one of my agents, and it is regarding the option period and how delivery of the option fee impacts the option period, but it was also tied in with how the delivery of the earnest money impacts the validity of the contract. Now, as you know, at All City Real Estate, we send out these videos periodically because we believe in a collaborative agent world, a world where information and knowledge can cross over broker boundaries and help us all to become better agents and to be that fiduciary for our clients at the highest possible level, no matter what the broker affiliation, whether you're an All City agent or not. So what happened was my agent had a listing, and the buyer's agent, the agent that represented the buyer, was not an All City agent, not that that matters, and that agent did not deliver the earnest money check nor the option fee check in a timely manner. Well, what is a timely manner? It differs in time period, but also in magnitude of the situation in terms of the impact on the contract. It's different for each one of those, so let's go through it. First of all, the earnest money. The earnest money is not an amount of money that must be delivered by a certain time period in order for the contract to be fully executed, for it to be valid, for it to be enforceable. No, it's independent of those things. An executed contract is valid and enforceable independent of earnest money, okay? A contract doesn't even have to have earnest money for it to be valid, for it to be enforceable. However, if earnest money has been agreed upon, then the Texas Real Estate Commission says that that money must be delivered to the title company within a reasonable amount of time. What is a reasonable amount of time? TREC has gone on to indicate that a reasonable amount of time is by the end of the second business day after executed date. So if your executed date is Friday at 2 o'clock in the morning, let's say on Friday, does Friday count as the first business day? No, because it was 2 o'clock in the morning on Friday. So Friday's out. The clock starts ticking at 12 midnight that night. So effectively 12:01 Saturday morning. Business days are what count. Remember, so Saturday doesn't count, Sunday doesn't count. When does the clock start ticking for that earnest money to be delivered? It starts on Monday. Monday is day one, Tuesday is day two. So for that reasonable amount of time to be in effect, that earnest money needs to be delivered to the title company and put into escrow by the end of the second business day, which in this case would be Tuesday. Now, is the contract null and void if earnest money is late or if it's not delivered by that time? Absolutely not. The contract is still in effect, but in that case, the buyer has not yet performed per one of the paragraphs of the contract. If they perform a day late, a couple of days late, a week late, but the contract is still in place, the seller has not objected, and the money is finally put in there, no problem. It's as if it never happened, because they eventually did perform, okay? Now, the option money, the option period, different story. The option fee, per paragraph 23, says that the option money must be delivered no later than the third day after execution. Does that mean business day? No, it does not. Does that mean that the delivery of the money is subject to the same time frame that the end of the option period is subject to? No, it does not. Several years ago, the Texas Real Estate Commission changed the contract to stipulate that the option period ends on the X day, let's say the 7th day after the date of execution at 5 p.m. What about delivery of the option fee? Also due at 5 p.m. on that third day? Nope. That is still a midnight deadline. So it's not business days and it's not subject to that 5 o'clock deadline. It is midnight by the third day after execution. So in the case of that contract, that hypothetical contract we just talked about, 2 o'clock in the morning execution date on Friday morning, again, Friday doesn't count. The first day after the executed date would be Saturday. So in this case, the option fee would be due by midnight. Saturday's the first day, Sunday's the second day, on Monday at midnight. Who can accept the option fee and sign off for it? On page 9, 3 people and 3 people only. The seller, the seller's listing agent, and the broker who sponsors that listing agent. What about the receptionist at the broker's office? Nope, not officially received. He or she cannot sign off on it, right? What about the listing agent's Aunt Fanny who's covering while that listing agent is out of town? Nope, not good enough. So there are a lot of nuances to these things, but the things that are set in stone are the things we just talked about, right? Option fee due by midnight on the third day after execution. If the option fee is not delivered by then, you have no option period. Okay, you still have a valid contract, but the option period, null and void, gone, as if it never happened. Okay, the earnest money itself, not delivered in a timely manner, still have an executed enforceable valid contract, but the buyer simply hasn't performed per that contract until that money is accepted by the seller, deposited into the escrow account. Lots of layers, lots of nuances. Call your broker. If all else fails, call me. I'm always here to help. My number is 512-775-3846, or you can email me, kevin@allcityagents.com. I wish you the best of luck with the rest of the year, and I hope to hear from you soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.